Off and running on this Wednesday edition of Thoroughbred Action. So good to have you with us, everybody, here from sunny and clear Gulfstream Park West. Jason Blewett from our clubhouse studios. We've got 10 races. First weekday we've had 10 in quite some time here in Miami Gardens. Much more coming your way, beginning with those track conditions.
Fast and firm on this Wednesday. Partly sunny skies here in Miami Gardens as we get on to the first of 10. Start the card at 7.5 furlongs on the turf. It's a 2-year-old starter optional claimer as we send it on up to track announcer Jason Beam for the call.
And the race is on. Got off to a very good start as Yako heads right out to the front. Drama Free. Going to go with that one. Is Adorable Ida. Going to find a nice spot in the third position. It's My Lucky Charm stays down toward the inside from fourth. Then we come back to Too Much War. Zhao's Dream's going to be cast out about 4 wide. And it's got to be My Way at the back of affairs as they head into that first turn. Up on the front end, Drama Free able to get clear. It's Drama Free by 2. Yako races in the second spot down toward the inside. It's My Lucky Charm coasts along in third. 2 more then back to Is Adorable Ida, who's in the fourth spot. Then we come back to Zhao's Dream. Too Much War with 1 beat, and that's It's Gotta Be My Way, who's at the back of affairs. 4.5 furlongs left to go, and up on the engine, it's Drama Free who leads it. Drama Free in front by a length and a half. Yako stalks intently from the second spot. It's Gotta Be My Charm down toward the inside, as now starting to make a little bit of a move. Zhao's Dream comes inside of His Adorable Ida. Too Much War still has just the 1 beat, and It's Gotta Be My Ways at the back of affairs. They head toward the far turn, and up front, Drama Free has been relatively drama-free now. Here's the challenge. Yako coming up a little bit closer, draws to within a half a length. Just in behind them is Adorable Ida coming up 3 wide. It's My Lucky Charm is down toward the inside in the fourth spot as they wind around to the quarter pole. Now Yako up to challenge Drama Free. It's Yako on the outside, Drama Free. Is Adorable Ida going with them out 3 wide as they come into the stretch. Here's Is Adorable Ida up on the outside. Yako battles on. Drama Free stays toward the rail. They're 2 clear of It's My Lucky Charm. Final furlong left to go, though, and Is Adorable Ida with that big move is now 3 in front. It's My Lucky Charm starts to roll down the outside with Yako, but Is Adorable Ida going to go on to win it here? Is Adorable Ida by 2.5. It's My Lucky Charm was second, third. Yako fourth was close. Either Zhao's Dream or Drama Free.
Well, go figure, a filly bred up and down for turf by Temple City out of a Royal Academy dam is 2 for 2 on the grass. Steve Dwoskin, the winning owner and trainer. Miguel Vasquez, the winning rider here in Wednesday's first. To the main we go, race number 2, 6.5 furlongs. This one a maiden claimer. These are 2-year-olds, and the claiming tags are $50,000.
And the race is on. Bit of a slow start for Lamech. Good start for Summer Duck, the gray, who sprints right out to the front. Heated Element coming up outside of that one into the second spot, and out in good order. The favorite Return the Star is third, only 2 lengths off the dueling leaders up front. It's 2.5 more then back to Lamech, and another 3 back to Nueva York, who's the trailer. About 8 lengths cover the group as they go by the 5/8 pole, and up on the front end, Summer Duck and Heated Element. These 2 contesting the early fractions. They've put 3 lengths now on Return the Star, who was out in third. Lamech travels fourth, about 6 or 7 off the lead now, and it's still about 6 or 7 more back to Nueva York, who trails. They head toward the 3/8 pole, and up on the front end, Summer Duck, and on the outside, Heated Element. These 2 been going at it since they sprung the latch. They're 2.5 clear of Return the Star, who's pushed along for more from third. It's now 7 or 8 more back to Lamech, and nothing yet from Nueva York as they wind around to the quarter pole. Summer Duck doing it nicely. The first to come under the whip is Heated Element, who's now back to second. Coming up on the outside of that one, Return the Star, but past the quarter pole, and Summer Duck is in front. Summer Duck to the top of the stretch, clear by 2.5 lengths. Return the Star up on the outside of Heated Element. They're battling out second right now. Long way back to the other 2, but a final furlong left to go, and Summer Duck is well clear. Summer Duck coming to the 16th pole, 6 or 7 ahead. Return the Star up into the second position. Heated Element back to third, but Summer Duck cruising to the wire here. Summer Duck and Emisel Jaramillo going to win it by 6 in the end. Return the Star was second. Third was very close, Heated Element or Nueva York.
Inside speed dominated. What can you say? The one Summer Duck. Second time starting Colt by Flatter out of a mizzen-mast dam. Made the lead, made the point, and just never looked back for trainer Dane Kabisky. And top rider Emisel Jaramillo as he picked up his 29th win of the meet. And with the early double down, we'll take a little time out here. Stay with us.
One of the world's most anticipated thoroughbred racing events of the year returns. The 3rd annual Pegasus World Cup Invitational at Gulfstream Park in South Florida. drawing competition from around the world with a $16 million purse split between 2 Grade 1 races. On the dirt and on the turf. Experience the incredible fashion, spectacular world-class service and entertainment, and the unrivaled adrenaline of the Pegasus World Cup Invitational. Saturday, January 26th at Gulfstream Park. Get your tickets now at PegasusWorldCup.com.
And we're back with race 3. Wednesday's card rolls full steam ahead as we sprint on the dirt for race number 3. It's a maiden special weight for 3 and up.
And the race is on. Good start for Sir Seneschal. Yes Factor has good debut speed, so the 2 inside runners fastest out of the main track, getting into mischief up from the outside, puts a nose into that 3rd spot. Pudding goes right with that one now, goes into the 3rd spot. A Secret Boyfriend rallies up the inside, and Jalen Journey, the other first-timer, at the back of affairs. But up the front, or up the back stretch, it's Yes Factor in control. Yes Factor leads it by a length and a half. In the 2nd spot, Sir Seneschal stalking nicely. Secret Boyfriend stays glued to the inside in 3rd. They're 2.5 clear of Pudding, who's pushed along a bit from 4th, starts to gain up on the leaders. 2 more back to Jalen Journey, and getting into mischief has dropped out last. They head toward the far turn, and Yes Factor, Sir Seneschal getting a bit closer now, draws to within a neck. Yes Factor still on the lead. Pudding looms large in that 3rd spot, just 2.5 off the duelers up front. It's another length and a half more than back to Secret Boyfriend. The others with some work to do. They come to the top of the stretch. Yes Factor and Sir Seneschal. The 2 inside runners face up to the top of the lane pretty much as one. They're 2.5 clear of Pudding, who races in the 3rd spot. Late run from getting into mischief down toward the inside. A final furlong though, and Yes Factor stubborn on the lead. Sir Seneschal tries to push on by, as another 1/16 of a mile to do it. It's Yes Factor still in command. Sir Seneschal, one final try on the outside. Yes Factor on debut wins it a length. Sir Seneschal was 2nd, getting into mischief, finished in 3rd.
How about that? A filly taking on the boys. First time out. Yes Factor? Yes, she can run. She's a daughter of the Factor out of a Seeking the Gold Dam, and she went out this afternoon with Leonel Reyes from the rail, trained by Terry Pompey. 4th is up next as we stretch out around 2 turns on the dirt. We got a claiming race. These are 3 and up fillies and mares, and the claiming tags are $6,250.
And the race is on. Zarabanda out wide, got away in good order. Brunette down toward the inside, sent for speed, and between them is Two Step and Bucky. Those 3 fastest as they head toward that first turn. Tiki Taka going to set up shop just in behind them in the 4th spot. Then we come back to Lady and Me, who's out in 5th, cutting the quarter at the back is Casual Caro. The 6 of them covered by about 7 lengths. As up on the front end, it's Brunette with the lead. Brunette leads it, but only by a neck. Tiki Taka on the outside in between horses, Two Step and Bucky, and on the extreme outside there is Zarabanda. So those 3 line up, and they're about 4 lengths ahead of Tiki Taka, who's now back in 4th. 2.5 more to Lady and Me, and still Casual Caro at the back of affairs. 5 furlongs left in their journey, and this 3-prong battle up front continues. Brunette hounded by Two Step and Bucky. Zarabanda decides to drop off them a little bit in the 3rd spot. It's 3 more then back to Tiki Taka. Lady and Me still with just 1 beat, and that's Casual Caro who's at the back. Half mile left to go in their journey, and Brunette's trying to slip away here. Brunette going to the far turn in front by 2. Two Step and Bucky battles on from the 2nd spot. They're 4 clear of Tiki Taka. Zarabanda starting to drop back through the field, about to be passed by Casual Caro and Lady and Me at the back. Winding around the far turn, and Brunette the big favorite. It looks solid here. It's Brunette past the 5/16 in front, 3.5. Two Step and Bucky trying to hold on to that place spot. Tiki Taka. Lady and Me starts to rally up 3 wide. Casual Caro in behind that one. They've all still got some work to do to get to Brunette though. Brunette arrives at the top of the stretch, clear by 3.5 or 4. Lady and Me, Tiki Taka all going up and down 2nd and 3rd. Casual Caro comes up the inside into the 4th spot. Brunette arrives at the furlong pole, still a 3.5 length leader. Lady and Me trying to come after. They have to just a final 16th left to go. Jaramillo getting to work on Brunette, who's still well clear. Casual Caro going to try to come up the inside, maybe get the place spot, but Brunette's got the win spot secured. Brunette wins it by 5. Casual Caro was 2nd, 3rd, Lady and Me, and 4th, Tiki Taka.
Well, the one Brunette was a deserving odds-on favorite. She had speed. She was coming in off a series of respectable races in Ohio and just quite simply caught the right field. This is the 2nd win today thus far for trainer Dane Kubisky and Amiseo Jaramillo. Brunette much the best in the 4th. Just about at the halfway point as we move on to Wednesday's 5th. Back to the turf we go as we start the Rainbow 6. 7.5 furlongs. These are 3 and up filly and mare claimers. The claiming tags are $20,000 to $16,000.
And the race is on. Crystal Avalanche got away pretty well. Here, City Kitty is part of the early mix, and airtime between horses. Burning Repent from the far outside also handy. So they scramble up the front side, and it's airtime who goes to the front. The Great Cath right to that one's outside in the second spot. Burning Repent was able to get over a spot as Toki going to be cast out 4 wide into that first turn. Bienville Street cut the corner nicely, moves up into a joint third along with Toki. Then we come back to Crystal Avalanche, who's out in the 6th spot. 2 more back to here, City Kitty. Risky with 2 beat at this point. And those are Penny Rose and Lady Paradise, who trails. About 12 lengths tip to tail with 5 furlongs left to roll, and airtime up on the engine. It's airtime in front by a length. The Great Cath stocks that one from the 2nd spot. Toki racing out in the clear in 3rd. Here's the favorite now, Bienville Street, who's going comfortably 4th down toward the inside. It's another 2 then back to Burning Repent and Crystal Avalanche. They race in tandem 5th and 6th. They're 3.5 ahead of here, City Kitty. Risky, still with about 10 lengths to find. After that, Lady Paradise is out of last. That spot relegated to Penny Rose. They head into that far turn, and airtime now confronted up on the outside. It's airtime in front. On the far outside, the Great Cath comes after that one and puts a neck in front now. Bienville Street pushed along from the inside in 3rd. Crystal Avalanche is 4th. Toki up 4 wide. Burning Repent tries to get going. The Great Cath makes a break for it, turning for home. It's the Great Cath in front. To the far outside, Bienville Street starts to rally up. Airtime is now back to 3rd. Burning Repent, and trouble there. Somebody went off. It was Crystal Avalanche. It looked like Jeffrey Sanchez and Crystal Avalanche. They come to the final furlong now. And on the outside, here's Here City Kitty up to go to the front. Burning Repent down the outside with Bienville Street. Here City Kitty trying to hold off Burning Repent. Here City Kitty to do it. Burning Repent was 2nd. Bienville Street 3rd. 4th went to Penny Rose.
Well, glad to report jockey Jeffrey Sanchez walked away and would come back a bit later in the afternoon to ride in our featured 9th race. And how about that, though? Blowing up the tote board at $60+ the 8. Here's City Kitty, trained by Joseph Hennessy and ridden to victory at a very big price by jockey Jose Alvarez. 5 down, 5 to go. Don't go anywhere. It's all about the late pick 5.
And Gulfstream is pulling away. Gulfstream blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Gulfstream kicking clear. Julie the Beauty.
And here we go. Welcome back, Thoroughbred Action. Halfway home on this Wednesday as we are up to race number 6. On the main, going a mile. These are 3 and up maiden claimers. Claiming tags are $10,000.
And the race is on. Crown of Horns away a little bit slowly. Benjamin sent through down toward the inside. Asked for speed is Home Power. Capgun also part of this early mix as well. Super Duper Visor and trying to get over from the outside. King Agrippa was able to get over to about the 4 path as they head into that first turn. First Thunder drops back into the 5th position. It's a length and a half more, then back to Capgun. On the outside then comes the big favorite. Outside looking in, who has 3 beat at this point. And those are Crown of Horns down toward the inside, Fighting Irish Tabit, and Ella Manuel is the trailer. As they head on to the back stretch and up on the front end, it's Benjamin. Benjamin leads it, but only by a neck. Up on the outside, First Thunder challenging that one, and they're about 2.5 clear of King Agrippa, who falls into a good spot in the 3rd spot. Down toward the rail, then comes Super Duper Visor. 2 more back to outside looking in. The favorite is 5th right now, and about 6.5 off the lead, rather. Then we come back to Capgun. 2 more back to Fighting Irish Tabit, who moves up on the inside of Crown of Horns, and it's a long way back to the others as they head toward the far turn. Up on the front end, it's Benjamin. Benjamin takes them into that far turn, a length and a half to the good of Home Power, who's now pushed along trying to keep up. Super Duper Visor in the orange colors is 3rd, 4 off the leader. Then comes King Agrippa. Outside looking in's got to do a little bit better as they come to the quarter pole, and Benjamin is clear. Benjamin coming to the quarter pole better than 4 lengths ahead of Home Power. Super Duper Visor going up and down from 3rd. Outside looking in, trying to get going. Down the far outside, King Agrippa trying to put in a bit as well. Benjamin comes into the stretch clear by 5. Home Power still fighting off into that 2nd spot. Down the far outside trying to get going. Outside looking in. Then comes Super Duper Visor, El Manuel, and all the rest has passed the 16th pole. Benjamin is in front by 9. It's Benjamin with 50 yards left to go. 3 on the day for Jaramillo as Benjamin strolls in by about 9 in the end. Home Power was 2nd. El Manuel closed up to get 3rd with Fighting Irish Tabit finishing 4th.
About the number 2, Benjamin, all by himself. Not easy to win first time out, going long around 2 turns on the dirt, but this colt had speed. The inside has been very good and very live today, and he just poured it on. Also, a hat trick. Third win combined for trainer Dane Kabisky and jockey Amisael Jaramillo. A nice accomplishment here on this sunny Wednesday at GPW. As we get on to race number 7, late pick 4 begins. Back on the turf for the 7th. It's a 5-furlong turf sprint, 3-and-up claimer, where the tags are $8,000.
And the race is on. Yes, Siree got away in good order. Warpipe from the outside was away well, and our boss in the yellow colors now coming through to challenge for that second spot. Mongolian Party in and amongst horses was away in 4th. Sweetwater T. Jack is toward the outside in the 5th spot. Then we come back to Iron Throne. Candy Max with 1 beat early on, and that's Sturgeon who's at the back of affairs. They head toward the far turn. Yes, Siree on the lead. Warpipe up on the outside into a clear-cut second now as our boss settles back in 3rd, 3 off the pace. Sweet T. Jack starts to loop up 4 deep, is drawn within 4 of the leaders. Then we come back to Mongolian Party. Sturgeon starting to rally, but it still has 5 or 6 lengths to find. They come to the top of the stretch. Yes, Siree and Warpipe. The 2 outside runners come to the top of the lane pretty much as one. Sweet T. Jack just in behind them, swings into action on the outside. Mongolian Party starting to rev the engines, and toward the inside comes our boss. Final furlong time now. Warpipe on the outside of Yes, Siree. These two for a final 16th. Sweet T. Jack just in behind them. Yes, Siree trying to fend off Warpipe. It's Yes, Siree with the lead. 50 yards left to go. Warpipe one final try. Yes, Siree. And Ramsey Mirage get the win. Warpipe was second, third to Sweet T. Jack.
Turf debut for the 7, Yes Siree. Guess this horse liked the grass, obviously, and also caught a fairly modest field for the $8,000 claiming tag. As Eddie Plesa Jr. sent out this 3-year-old by Yes It's True. Exchange rate on the dam side, however, and I like his horses on turf. Romero Mirage, this circuit's leading bug boy, was aboard in race 7. Rounding the far turn here on the show, 7 down, 3 to go. Here is Wednesday's 8th. We're going a 2-turn mile on the main naturally. These are 2-year-olds having to go long, and the claiming prices are $12,500.
And the race is on. Treasure Bay sent for early speed. Star Player, Watch Your Step. Those 3 fastest down toward the inside. Current Energy was away in pretty good order. Also Perfect Beam. But it is going to be Watch Your Step who makes it all the way over to the inside to assume command. Cheer the Boss comes up in between horses, is right along with Star Player as those 3 bunch up on the front end. They're a length and a half ahead of Treasure Bay, who's now out in 4th. 2 more back to Current Energy in the red colors, who's out in the 5th position. It's another 2 then back to Perfect Beam. Inside of that one, Making a Legacy has 2 beat at this point. And those are Sir Jack and Bruno Knows Best, who's at the back of affairs. They head on for their journey down the back stretch. And up on the front end, it's Watch Your Step and Miguel Vasquez, who lead it by a length. Star Player on the outside, a clear-cut second down toward the inside. Coming through is Cheer the Boss. Handy's position here for Treasure Bay, who's 4th and only 3 lengths off the lead up front. It's another space of 4 then back to Current Energy. Right to that one's outside comes Perfect Beam, Making a Legacy, trying to get going from the back. Still 5 more back to Sir Jack, and nothing yet from Bruno Knows Best. They take their fight toward the far turn, and up on the front end, Watch Your Step, now going a length and a half in front of Star Player, who's pushed along to keep up. Cheer the Boss stays down toward the inside, trying to make up some ground. On the far outside, Treasure Bay is getting into the bit as they wind around the far turn, and Star Player just went right on by Watch Your Step. Star Player quickly goes to the front. Watch Your Step back to second. Treasure Bay loops up from 3rd. The others with some serious work to do. Nobody's really coming on from the back. Star Player comes to the top of the stretch with a break. Star Player past the 3/16th pole by 4. Treasure Bay down the outside. Watch Your Step back to 3rd. It's 4 or 5 more lengths, but then back to Perfect Beam, who's starting to get into it, but has just a furlong left to go to get to Star Player. Star Player past the 16th pole, 6 or 7 in command now. Down the outside, Treasure Bay going to try to hold on to that second spot, but the first spot is not in jeopardy as Star Player goes on to win it nicely here. Second did go to Treasure Bay. 3rd went to Watch Your Step, and 4th, Perfect Beam.
Speed's been awfully good today, and it's been very tough for horses to gain ground off the far turn. I do think win or lose, a day to circle as more of a speed track here at Gulfstream West. And although he was under a tough drive there and a hard drive, the 8-star player just got the distance and crushed this field second time out as a colt by Power Broker for trainer Safi Joseph Jr. and Jalen Samuel. And here we go. Glad you didn't touch that dial. Race number 9 kicks off the late double. It's our final race today on the dirt, and it's the Wednesday feature. Florida breds in this allowance optional claimer as we go back to announcer Jason Beam.
And the race is on. 40 Fathoms came away a step slow. Coop Tries Harder goes out to the front. Baby I'm Perfect sent along for speed, and coming up between runners, It's a New Year, as those three go fastest as they head toward the first turn. Tucking in just behind them, Charlie the Greek was out in a good spot. Rupp down along the rail saves ground. Just in behind that one comes Over Sensual, who's second last in 40 fathoms. After that slow beginning is the trailer as they head midway on the far turn. Up on the front end, it's Baby I'm Perfect who leads it. Baby I'm Perfect takes advantage of that inside draw, leads it by a half a length over Coop Tries Harder. It's a New Year out 4 wide in the third spot. Inside of that one comes Rupp, who races in fourth. Break of 2.5 more, back to Charlie the Greek, who's in the fifth spot. Then we come back to Over Sensual, and it's 3 or 4 more back to 40 fathoms, who trails. They continue up the backstretch. Baby I'm Perfect, hounded by Coop Tries Harder. It's a New Year, still out in the clear, racing along in third. Rupp stays glued to that rail in the fourth spot. The top 4 only covered by 2 as they go by the half-mile pole. 3 more back to Charlie the Greek. Over Sensual starts to get going, and 40 fathoms trails. They head into the far turn. Baby I'm Perfect. Coop Tries Harder, tightening the screws on the outside. 3 deep here for It's a New Year, who's pushed along. Rupp has saved every inch of ground thus far. These top 4 still just separated by 2. It's 4 more then to Charlie the Greek, and Over Sensual tries to get going. They come to the top of the stretch. Baby I'm Perfect. Coop Tries Harder now coming right up alongside. It's a New Year on the outside. Rupp just in behind them. These 4 turn for home in front. It's still Baby I'm Perfect. Baby I'm Perfect takes them to the furlong pole. Here's Rupp in between horses. Coop Tries Harder down the outside. It's a New Year. Baby I'm Perfect and Rupp. These two for the final 16th of a mile. Baby I'm Perfect on the inside. Rupp on the outside. It's a question of who wants it more. Rupp on the outside. Baby I'm Perfect driving. Finish. Photo finish. Very close. Might have been Baby I'm Perfect, but I don't know this angle yet, so I'm not going to guess. Rupp was right there.
And here we go, last race coming up. It's the 10th, 7.5 furlongs on the turf. These are 3 and up maiden claimers. Claiming tags, 10,000.
And the race is on. Awesome Stack sent hard for early speed. Mexican Lucky on the outside was quick away as well. From the outside, didn't do it. Trying to cross over, gets a good spot in the third position. Wyatt's Warrior and Mont Chevalier, they race in tandem 4th and 5th. They're 2 ahead of Judge Hudson and El Commendatore. Then we come back to Triple Sirius. Home Jerome cut the corner nicely, and Noah's Moon Pie is at the back of affairs. Up on the front end, though, it's Awesome Stack and Mexican Lucky, and these two going at it here in the opening quarter mile. They've pulled 2.5 ahead of Didn't Do It, who falls into a beautiful tracking spot in third. Another break of 1.5 lengths after that finds Wyatt's Warrior. Right to that one's outside. Mont Chevalier travels nicely now, puts a nose into that 4th spot. So then a break of 3 more back to Judge Hudson. Triple Sirius with just a couple of beat right now. Those are El Commendatore, Home Jerome, and it's a long last to Noah's Moon Pie, who's already got to be 20 lengths behind. Half mile left to go in their journey, and up on the front end, Mexican Lucky and Awesome Stack. They continue to do battle with one another. Didn't Do It just in behind them in the 3rd spot, is still sitting nicely. Mont Chevalier gets a little bit of a push from the 4th spot, trying to make up some ground now is Triple Sirius, who's rallying up his 5th and drawn to within 3.5 the lead. After that, Judge Hudson and El Commendatore, they come winding around to the top of the stretch and Didn't Do It with a decisive move there on the turn, goes to the front. Awesome Stack couldn't keep with that one. Mont Chevalier and Triple Sirius both trying to get going, but as they turn into the stretches, Didn't Do It. Didn't Do It, and Jonathan Gonzalez off the turn in front. Mont Chevalier attacks from the 2nd spot. Triple Sirius, late run from Awesome Stack and down toward the inside Judge Hudson, but a final 16th left to go, and it's Didn't Do It who's well clear. Didn't Do It, late run from El Commendatore, who now comes up into the 2nd spot, but Didn't Do It did it. Got it by 3.5. El Commendatore was 2nd, 3rd went to Mont Chevalier, 4th Judge Hudson, and 5th Triple Sirius.
Another Wednesday in the books. In fact, this was the start of the penultimate week, this meet at Gulfstream West. I know it's hard to believe. We're back at it tomorrow, Thursday afternoon. That'll be Thursday, November 15th, with a first race post of about 12:35 p.m. Best of luck and good night.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching back. Let's hit the hay.